Hello and welcome all for today's session on Python programming basics. This is the symbol for Python. So what is Python? So before we understand Python and its basics, let us understand some of the basic terms that we use while programming. So source code. So this is a very common term that we use to refer to the sequence of instructions in a program, right? Second is syntax. Syntax is nothing but the set of legal structures, rules, commands that can be used in a particular programming language. Every programming language has its own syntax rules that we need to follow while writing a source code. Output. Output is nothing but the messages printed to the user by the program. As you can see here in the figure below, so this is the program which is written in some text editor, okay, and here you can see the output, okay. So this hello world is the output for the given program. Console, the text box onto which the output is printed. Some source code editors pop up the console as an external window. Okay, some of them have their own console window. So as you can see here, you can in this Python shell, you can write the program as well as see the output on the same on its own console window. Whereas in some cases, there is a separate window to see the output. Now, with this basic terms, which are very much general and commonly used with any of the programming language, now let us go on, continue to see what is Python. So Python is a general purpose interpreted interactive object oriented and high level programming language. So I have used many terms here to describe the language. It is a general purpose language. The first thing, interpreted in the sense that we are using interpreter as a translator for this programming language. Secondly, it is a high level programming language, and the important feature is it is object oriented. It was first introduced in 1991 by Grado von Rossum, a duck computer programmer. The language places a strong emphasis on the code reliability and simplicity. So these are the very important feature when we talk about Python. It is very much reliable as well as it is very simple so that the programmer can develop applications rapidly. To see some more features to know about Python, it is a multi-paradigm programming language. So what do you understand by this term multi-paradigm? You must have heard multitasking, multi-programming, yeah? So this is called as multi-paradigm in the sense it supports multiple programming patterns, right? So we can write, I mean the programmer or the user can write the code in several different programming styles or patterns. So we say it is a multi-paradigm programming language. Then the Python supports cross-platform development and it is available through different platforms. Cross-platform means what? It can support on various operating system. Then it can the Python program can be written and executed from different devices like from mobile, laptop, desktop, right? So we say it is a cross-platform as it supports different platforms, different operating system and different devices. Python is a widely used for scripting in the game menu application. So scripting is one of the characteristics of Python. So there are many other scripting languages, like JavaScript is one of the most popular scripting language supporting the web-based application, right? So here Python is also supports scripting, and it has become very popular because for the purpose of scripting and rapid application development, right? Because of the effective syntax and dynamic typing with its interpreted nature, Python has become an ideal language for the purpose of scripting and rapid application development. Now let's see some more features of Python language. Even in exam, you may get such a question for 4 marks to explain the various features of Python. So you can explain these features along with a description of those features. So let us see first, easy to learn. So it is considered a very easy language to learn and to use. It is a developer friendly language, and it is as it is a high level language with simple keywords, structures, clearly defined syntaxes, right? Then it is easy to read. Python is a simple and very small language, and it uses English keywords frequently, whereas other languages uses punctuations, and it has fewer syntactic constructions than other language. Reading a program written in Python feels almost like reading English language. So we say it is easy to read. Next, it is easy to maintain. Python source code is fairly easy to maintain because of the easy readability. Next, it is a high level language, so it is very easy for the program to, for the programmer to write the program in Python without worrying about managing the memory addresses or the memory location. That is a concern in case of writing assembly language code or any other low language. Okay. Next is it has a broad standard library. So we can say that Python has a huge library, and we can use this library functions modules in our while writing the source code in form of certain functions. So these are provided by the standard library which is embedded with the Python. Next, we say that Python is an supports interactive mode, which allows interactive testing and debugging of snippets of code. Right. Next, it is a portable language. Yeah. So Python source code is available, and it has its own official website. It is an open source language, and it is portable and supports cross platform, like it can work with Windows, Linux, Unix, and it has can work on various portable devices as well. Then it is a object oriented language, so it has a support to object oriented concepts like classes, object, right, inheritance, all this concept of object OOP. Next, it is a interpreted. Okay, what do you mean by interpreted? Here the Python is processed at runtime by interpreter. So interpreter is a type of translator. So it is a system software. So whatever source code we write in different programming language needs to be converted into the machine level, so that the computer can interpret, execute the program, and generate the output. So here interpreter is used as a translator from the high level source code written in Python to the machine level code which is ready to execute by the CPU. Next, it is extendable. So Python is an open source software. You can add low level modules to Python interpreter. This module enable programmer to add or customize their tool to work more efficiently. Right. So if you want a piece of code not to be accessible for everyone, you can write that piece of code in C and C++ and you can use them from your Python program. Right. Last is the robustness. Robustness is a very important feature of Python. In Python, programmer cannot manipulate memory location directly. So there are less chances of having errors in handling the memory addresses or the memory locations. Then multi-threaded. So Python supports multi-threading. That means it can process multiple processes simultaneously. Databases, Python provide interfaces to all major commercial databases. Secondly, Python is GUI based programming. So it supports graphical user interface, which makes a programmer use a user friendly interface where they can drag and drop or also use certain features which are provided in the tools. So it can be created and ported to many system calls, libraries, Windows systems such as Windows MFC, Manchesters, and the X Windows system of the Unix. So it supports a lot of GUI application, right? And it is scalable. Python is a great language for the beginner level programmer, and it supports the development of wide range of application from simple text processing to web-based applications. So even so many deep learning, AI-based projects, data science-based projects are implemented in Python. So we can say that Python has a huge range of applications, right from simple text processing to the web-based applications, right? So this was about the basics of Python and the features of the Python. Thank you so much.